We have finally set off on our first trip away after spending the previous 3 months building our dream off-grid camper van. We were anxious to see if what we had created would survive the test of full-time use.
Oh, fucking shit!
This trip was all about finding anything we had overlooked in the building process, but also to try living and exploring it in a bigger van to find out if all the hard work had been worth it. That was a success. I'm very happy. A last-minute decision took us to the Peak District in absolute pristine weather, and as you can see, this also attracted, let's say, a few too many people for our liking. It was a Sunday, so the plan was to hunker down, spend the first night enjoying the fruits of our labour, and then blow off the cobwebs first thing in the morning.
So the plan is for the next few days to basically give the van a bit of a run in, make sure we've not messed anything up while we've been building it. And also, as you can probably hear, we're not so fit at the minute. Well, more me than Martha. All I've done for the past 3 months is stress and eat crap. We're currently walking the Mam Tor Circular, which is like a 14-kilometre walk with like 600 metres of elevation gain. It's not like mega easy, but it's a good one to get us set in. The van's already starting to show little signs of wear, even just after one night of being in it. Martha's christened the toilet. So yeah, I'm sure there'll be lots of little niggles that we'll find along the way. But we want to spend a few days up here. This one, I want to do a hike. Want to get out on the mountain bikes for the first time really, and also might do a bit of a trail run depending on how we feel on our legs for the last few days.
Legs are burning.
But it should be good. I mean, look at it. It's absolutely stunning.
One of the main reasons we chose to come to the Peak District is it's really not far away from where we live, and it's very embarrassing, but I've never been here before. So we thought, what a better way to kick off a little UK trip than to basically come 30 minutes up the road from home and see what's on the back door, literally.
Hello, Mr. Sheep. You can stay in your shade, mate. Don't need to move for us.
You've got the best little spot, haven't you? We're getting very lucky with this weather, and I can report as well that last night and yesterday when we were sat just in the van getting to grips with it, we were pleasantly very comfortable. It was probably, what did it get to, about 27 yesterday, but it didn't feel like it. We had the skylights and the windows open with the fly nets and both the max fan and our other fan on. And to be honest, I kept moaning that I was getting cold, so I had to keep switching the fan off. But yeah, so the insulation so far, all that time and effort that we put in is working an absolute treat.
Oh, he's had a haircut.
Oh, he's pooing.
Oh. I've stood in poo-poo.
We've already been walking for about 43 minutes and it really doesn't feel like it. I think it's because we kind of went through the town beforehand, but we've just reached our first little peak and we have...
near the peak?
No, so we can see.
Oh.
no, not the actual. It's going to be like 4 hours, but we can just see the van from here. And it's very weird because we're looking out for a completely different van. The place that we parked up at last night, unfortunately, wasn't the most ideal of park-ups for our first night. There was a lot of people, a lot of motorhomes,
A lot of white vans.
A lot of white vans, which now I suppose we're part of that category, which is a little sad. I miss seeing the blue and white van, but I wouldn't change it. So we can just see it now. We're in there with the 3 other white vans, but we know which one's ours. And to be fair, we've come a long way already.
I'm sorry.
You scared him?
I scared myself.
Oh my gosh. Oh, my heart jumped. Oh, I didn't mean to scare him.
Wow.
I think we're about halfway now. We've hit the top. The views are just as amazing as they have been this whole way. There's a few more people up this side. It's absolutely stunning.
Imagine like sunrise up here, it'd be stunning, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Over the hills.
We did check the sunrise time for this morning.
Yeah, what was it, like 4:30 or something?
Yeah, it was 4:30 in the morning, so
Give that a miss on
yeah,
the first night.
we'll wait until it's winter to do that. There's still so many things to get used to with this new van, and one of them is just realising the things that we can do in it. And the hotter I'm getting right now, the more I'm craving a smoothie for lunch. And the fact that I've just said to Mitch I'm going to be able to go back and make a smoothie, and like we've got the freezer on, we've got frozen fruit in there, and it's just gonna, I'm just gonna be so excited to do it. And even the sweatier I get, I don't dread the fact that I'm sweating right now, because I know that we've got a shower, which, albeit we've not yet used.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to use that into for the first time.
Yeah, I don't know when it'll sink in that we can do all these things now. Oh, Mitchell. I did not expect this for the walk. Hi. We've just dropped down a lot in elevation. That was steeper than it probably looked. So I think we are getting pretty much down to the flattest point now, and then we should be nearly back. We've been walking for nearly exactly 3 hours. We've nearly clocked around 20,000 steps from that walk alone, and we did it in actually really good time. All Trails was telling us that it was going to be around 4 hours, but we've just gone over the 3 hour mark, which really is not bad. It's only 20 to 12, so I'm pretty hot now, pretty sweaty, but that was a lot of fun, and I don't think we did too bad considering it's been a long time since we've done a hike of any sort. But I'm definitely ready. Oh my god.
Step there.
I'm definitely ready to get back and have a smoothie and try and cool off a little bit. Thank you.
We've decided to move onto our next spot now, and I'm stuck behind some nutcase as we're driving through. What's this place called?
Winnett's Pass.
Winnett's Pass. But one last thing that we installed before we actually hit the road was we got sent a dash cam. Someone got in contact with us and asked if we wanted to be gifted it to put it in part of our video, and I couldn't really say no because I looked at the specs of it. Oh, what is she doing? Well, that's a good reason why to have a dash cam for situations like this. You've got absolute numpties on the road who just cause issues, and you never know really when you need one. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
Well, I'll put that clip in here.
Yeah.
Oh my god, what a time to start talking about the dash cam.
This was not planned.
Oh my god.
so I better let Mitch concentrate on the road and give a quick rundown of the dash cam myself. As you can see from the footage, it has very impressive quality for such a small unit. With a 4K HDR front camera, and if chosen it'll support 3-channel recordings with a full HD rear and inside camera. It's equipped with the latest Sony Starvis 2 sensor for increased low light sensitivity and image quality. And as you can see from our install, for such a high-tech unit, you can keep the install nice and clean. We've only been using it for a few days now, but so far it's been seriously impressive. There's loads more features that we haven't talked about, so if you're in the market for increasing your safety on the road, check it out. You never know when it could come in handy. I really do feel like a complete newbie with this whole van life thing again. We're listening out for so many different sounds in the back, and I think I've left 2 of the glass straws after I washed up on the side, so we can just hear them rolling. So I'm really hoping that they don't drop, because I don't fancy picking up glass on the floor, but I need to get better. I'm worried about everything, I'm forgetting things. It'll come with time. So we have some evidence. They're falling out of the pantry.
Oh, I only put 1 latch on this. I'll have to put another one on there then. Might have to order some more.
Yeah. We've now come to where we originally wanted to park ahead of doing the little bike loop that we're going to do tomorrow. It's just a 5-minute walk down this hill to the bottom, and then that's where the trail starts. We've come here and it is a lay-by still, but we have got some amazing views around us, so I'm not complaining. We are sort of tucked away, so I'm hoping it's a little bit quieter, but I think we'll just make it work. It's fine, it's practical, and we've got all the space inside, so it doesn't matter too much. We need to make some food.
I like milk bottles. I don't like the texture of them though. You know, like with the chalk on.
Yeah.
That's why I never liked jelly babies.
Yeah, not fun. So we might be having our first little issue since we've been out here. I just happened to hear like the pump, the water pump, and it didn't sound like the usual water pump when it's pulling the water. It just sounded like it was sort of like stuck pumping, making a noise, and yeah, Mitch is having a look at it right now.
It's weird how it's just running on. It works off a pressure switch, so if it's not meeting pressure then the pump will run, but normally if you're not reaching pressure it's because the water's getting out somewhere, but there's no signs of any leaks anywhere. There's definitely no water running like under the toe kick, is there?
Well, we can't see.
Yeah, I know, but you can't see any signs of any water. Open one of the drawers up, Marv, the bottom drawer, and see if you can see in the back.
No, you're good.
How strange.
What?
So it was running on air. I'm not that impressed with these pumps, you know. This is what we were having issues with in the other van. You know how they're meant to, basically how these pumps are meant to work is a pump needs water inside of it for it to actually start pumping. And pumps either are self-priming or you have to prime them themselves. That means they need to get water inside
like
for
the
its pump.
one.
Yeah. See? This is a self-priming pump, so it's meant to get rid of the air and replace it with water so it starts pumping. But that was just running then and not getting rid of the air inside of it. So, which is what same thing what happened with us in that blue one. But what's happening is the water's dropping back into the tank.
Right.
Where like, I don't understand this, because water's not meant to be able to return through this pump. Which in theory to me then, in physics wise, water shouldn't then drop back down into the tank because it's a closed system.
Because it's pulling up.
Yeah. I don't know. This is where it all starts getting like physics, and I haven't got the brains for that.
Maybe we need to keep an eye on it and do some research on it.
Well, I don't know why that just keeps kicking in.
Yeah.
Like it's losing pressure. Yeah.
What could be making it lose pressure?
A leak somewhere. But we should know if there's going to be there's a leak somewhere. See, that water's not returned back right down now, which is what I think should be the case. Yeah, I don't know. We're going to have to keep an eye on it and see if that happens again. become one thing after the other now. We dropped a washer down here when I was fitting the edge, and we thought, oh well, that's gone forever. But now when you stand hard on this step, you can hear it every single time. But I can feel it with this chopstick behind the plastic step, but I can't get it. I need some sort of magnet, but I ain't got one. Oh my god. I thought it might eventually just drop out while we're driving, but I don't know if I'm pushing it in further. I don't know how we're going to get that out.
Well, hopefully that's the last thing that happens.
I hope so. I can't really explain that pump situation. Oh. Wow.
You have to do it. Go on. Flame. Oh.
I've got to watch what you do.
Ready?
Yeah.
Flame. A little bit past the flame. Really slowly. I'm doing everything right. What? What did you do?
Nothing.
You did that before the flame.
Yeah, you try too hard.
Okay. I'm just gonna be like dead coach, like. It's another beautiful morning. We've woken up, we've had some coffee and some peanut butter and banana on toast, sort of toast. I packed really bad for this trip, like really bad. I bought half the ingredients for everything, so we're not having the best meals. So that was literally the only thing that all paired together this morning. Just done really bad. I don't know why. Mitch has just been scouting out where we're going to go for this bike trail today, which I'm excited about. I think it's about 15 kilometres. So I'm going to carry on getting ready, sort the van out, make the bed, and then we're going to hit off on the trail, I think. I feel like I look like I'm about to go do a race wearing like this.
Yeah, you do look like you're going to do an Ironman or something.
Yeah, I look like, like one of them unitard things. Which one's front and which one's back brake?
The right one's the front, the left one's the back. So I saved you the awful noise of my brakes coming down that hill, but we're now actually on the Monsal trail. It's just a 8 kilometre basically straight line all the way to Bakewell from where we camped. I don't know if it's just going to be like this the whole way. Martha's really got confidence up on a mountain bike, or a bike in general I suppose.
Yeah.
So these sort of trails are what we're going to be doing for the first little while. You've just never really rode a bike that much, have you?
No, I've always known how, but the most I've ever got to is a BMX and riding around my estate at home, never anything off trail at all. So I'm a very nervous cycler. It's beautiful.
Morning. Oh my god, the temperature change when you come inside here.
These tunnels remind me of any horror thriller movie. I'm even very scared.
Look at that hill, and the tunnel's just carved inside that. Like, who looks at that and thinks, yeah, that's doable? Oh, the river's down there as well. This is stunning.
This really is.
What? Yeah, you're definitely right.
Yeah, because then the waterfall's down there.
Yeah. Wow. Isn't that stunning?
So I've been a bit of a numpty. We were just discussing the fact that we've already done 9k and there's still signs for Bakewell. And it wasn't until Mitch asked if it said on ultras out and back. And I said, no, it's a point to point. Me not realising that point to point means it's 15 kilometres from point to point. So we're going to be doing about 30 kilometres today.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. Not 15. So, oh well, we were getting near the end, so done us a favour.
We've decided, because it's not taken us long to get to the end at all, that we're going to have a little ride into Bakewell, since it's only just down the road. Is this the Love Bridge?
Can you go over it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. As we were riding around Bakewell, we found a park and, I don't know, it's football pitches, cricket club, everything, and public toilets behind us. So I've just come to sit on the bench. Mitch has figured out that this is the best place for him to practice his wheelies. Are you knackered?
Yeah, it can't work. Yes.
I have no words. He surprises me all the time. I don't know where he gets his energy from sometimes. I was always worried that he wasn't going to come back to his usual self after the build, but oh, he's back. Holy guacamole. That was so tough. We did not expect it to be like that on the way back. I kind of wondered why 15k now felt really easy. It's because we were basically going at a slight decline the whole entire time. So yeah, I don't know how we've just done that, but we just did it without stopping. And then we've just carried the bikes up that big hill that was a good idea to park here yesterday for the 5-minute walk down.
You can tell we're very new to this, because we just pulled away to move to the next spot and the van dropped to one side and we completely forgot that we were on our levelling ramps.
Oh man, we've got so much to learn.
Oh well, we're going to move spots now.
We're at a new park up for the night. We were actually recommended this place by one of our friends. So we've come down to Irwood Reservoir, which is just in front of us. We've just parked on one of the car parks. All the other car parks say that there's no camping allowed. So we've just come down to this one, and there's another camper here as well. So yeah, tonight's going to be our last night out in the van. So I need to make sure I have a shower. That is one thing that we've not yet tried in this van, and we didn't have one yesterday because we thought about getting sweaty, and we've still got to preserve water. So we need to do that today. So I'm going to try out what it is like to have a shower, and hopefully it all goes well.
We really are not sure if this is going to work or not, because the setup is very, very DIY. So basically all we've gone with, I don't know if you've noticed while I've been recording, we've got 2 conduit clips on the roof. I need to put 2 more on, because when we did just try and clip it up last time, it's not perfect. And all we've basically got is 4 pieces of conduit and 4 conduit bends, and I'm just going to quickly clip this together and then clip it to the roof. So yeah, this is literally just going to clip to the roof like that.
I think it's going to work.
And then the shower curtain.
That's...
Yeah, I know, that's the hose mouth. I'm not that stupid. And then the shower curtain, I managed to find these hooks. It took a little bit to try and come up with an idea for this to not be an absolute nightmare to set it up. But I think this is going to work okay. And then all you've got to do is work your way around. You can see how it's bouncing. We need another couple of clips to secure it. But if we work our way around this, you've then got a shower curtain. I think I'm going to turn it round for the first time I use it. So I've turned it round, as you can see. I'm so hoping that we don't get water everywhere. I'm hoping this works, because it's not too bad of a setup. Like, that only took me a couple of minutes to do. And considering we only really shower about once a week, it's not too bad. It's a good compromise. But yeah, Martha's going to give it a go first. It's very dark.
Can you not see me?
Yeah, just. This is so weird.
Okay. I don't know why I'm nervous. Oh!
Oh shit.
Oh, is it going everywhere?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, don't say things like that. Got a rinser.
You've got to make sure that the shower curtain stays inside the tray.
Okay, it seems to be working pretty well. I'm literally just getting it and then I'll just spray my face. But I shouldn't do that.
This is already sussing off.
And then, yeah, anyway, I'm just literally spraying myself and it's really warm. We put it on 40 degrees and it's actually perfect. And it didn't take as long to warm up, but I'm literally just doing that and then just like, the only thing I'm just having to like bring my legs up to properly shower, but I think I'm clean. All in all, I'd say that was pretty successful. We've not had any water leaks out. It's warm enough. I don't know how much water's gone out and how it is out there, but...
Well, it'll be how much we've used, won't it?
Yeah.
Considering how, like, little faith I had in this actually working, it's come out pretty good. I mean, the setup is pretty DIY and bodged, but couldn't really ask for more. Just a quick spray off, give yourself a quick clean up, that's all you really need. Since we've been in the van, I've actually been the one making all the meals, which might come as a bit of a shock, as if you know, from the last time we were living in the van, Mitch was the main chef. But for some reason, I've just taken on that job as I took it in when we were living in the house. So, Mitch is now going to cook tonight, because I think it's time for him to get back into the groove, and I don't want to cook. I said I'm happy with a bread roll. Excuse me, you're not the one who's commanding the ship round here, mate. I said I'll cook tea tonight. You didn't say, oh, you're cooking tea.
Yes, I did.
No, you
I said
didn't.
I'm happy with the bread roll. I don't want to cook. It's already 8:15. We had to wait for that to dry. Not for too long. It's pretty okay.
Yeah, well, I
but...
don't want a bread roll for tea.
And also I packed the fridge terribly. I did not pack the right stuff for this trip. So we're kind of working with what we've got, as we've not got much.
Enough pasta in that.
I'm not that hungry, so yeah.
Your bikini's still at
Oh,
shit! Shit, get the towel! Quick!
Oh my.
Oh no! Right, I'm never going to make that mistake again.
What have you done?
The bloody... Oh, I can't believe I've just done that.
There
you
we
know,
go.
before you put the tap on, you meant to put this back on.
Oh, okay. I would never have thought that. Thanks so much for letting me know.
Oh, sugar. Well, yeah, I'm good at this. God, this looks 5-star, this does. How much do you want?
Yeah, that's good.
That fan is such a game changer, isn't it? In terms of like the smell and the fumes and stuff. You need a fork.
What would you say for your first cooking experience?
Not too bad. I just had someone sat in the corner going, trying not to tell me what to do the whole time.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
Being absolutely tuckered out from the bike ride, we slept for far too long before packing up on a bittersweet end to our first trip. We are really excited for the adventures we will hopefully be getting up to in this van, so please consider subscribing if you enjoy our content. Thanks so much for watching and we'll see you next time.